Welcome to Vegas High Trollers, where we react, review, and roast your favorite Las Vegas YouTubers and content creators. I'm Mike C, and this is Jeff E.
Now that November's over with and all the YouTubers are done bitching about F1.
Right.
It's so hard to get around on the strip.
All the views are blocked.
It's so loud.
We hate F1.
We thought we'd catch you up on some of the videos you might have missed.
Turn It Up World recently reviewed what they call the most overrated buffet in Vegas.
Oh, so it's like a buffet equivalent of their channel then.
Indeed. They started off their dining experience at the Mohawk and Mimosa Bar.
Alright.
One for Dave and one for myself.
Great, thank you.
Thank you very much. Hey!
Then grabbed their crab boil plates from a mini Wolfgang Puck.
Wow.
Take it back.
Sorry, chef.
Tanya then expressed how heavy her crab plate was.
And it definitely feels heavy. There's some weight to this.
Yeah.
And it's on the right side. All that crab.
I think they're taking care of us.
I think you're absolutely right about that. Woo, that is going to be nice and filling for sure. I mean, it's a buffet. We're going to work on this first. And then make.
I'm going to have to side with the crab plate on this one.
Yeah. Then Tanya showed us the tools she'll be using to eat her crab.
It comes with your hand wipes, your gloves. They give you a bib. You get a cracker and
Thought she already had a cracker.
Oh, that's a different type of cracker, Jeff.
get a cracker and
Later, disaster strikes when Dave tries to share some of his food with Tanya.
you got that nice crunchy bacon next to it.
Let me give her some bacon.
For you.
Oh, yum yum.
After they cleaned up the camera and Dave, he asked how his finger tasted.
What do you think? What's the verdict?
Meh. No.
That one's a hard pass, probably next time.
Yeah, it's a hard pass on that.
I wonder if he tasted like a premium cracker.
They ended brunch with Dave's favorite dessert.
What about that German chocolate
German
cake?
chocolate.
I
You know I
German
love the chocolate.
You do. You're gonna have a glass of milk.
Yeah, a little German chocolate.
I didn't know Tanya was German. Did you know that, Schultz?
I know nothing. Nothing.
A while back, Dan vs. World stayed in one of the worst rated rooms in Vegas, and coincidentally gave one of the worst room reviews we've ever seen.
You know, Dan is the master of pointing out unique features in his room reviews.
So light switch right here. Usually there's a secondary light switch.
Most people wouldn't know what a light switch looks like, and if they even did, they wouldn't know where to look for it.
Also looks like he broke his finger while he was trying to turn on the light.
Everyone's losing a finger this episode.
Dan then shows us the view of his room with the lights off.
Just want to show you guys the views right before we step in.
But before he shows us the room with the lights off, he quickly reminisces about a scary chandelier he saw outside in the lobby.
It's literally called the Circus Manor, and just in the lobby of this whole place, there was like a huge chandelier. It looked creepy already.
I don't know, I've seen huger and creepier things on Pornhub.
We all have. Dan explored the bathroom and gives his bipolar opinion on the shower.
It's not too spacious. Nice little shower right here. Actually, doesn't look too nice. A little rundown, old fashioned. But we got a little pumperoonie right here.
Pumperoonie? Is that what those are called?
Pumperoonie sounds more like the guy who's going to visit him in his room later that night.
Pumperoonie, the DVW treat. Moments later, Dan is mystified by what substance might be on the toilet seat.
There's some leftover gunk or something right there. I don't really know what exactly that is, and I don't think I want to know, but promise that wasn't from me, guys, so we're gonna have to have housekeeping handle that.
It was pee, poop, or puke, Dan. And don't lie, we know you did it.
Also, he's never seen a closet before.
More space. I haven't really seen this in like a hotel room before.
After the closet discovery, he describes the comfort of the bed, both specifically and vaguely.
I like to do the hardness, bed plushness test. It's springy, hard. Yeah, it's not, can't really. We'll update you after our night's rest, but
Later on, Dan gets confused and thinks somebody else is filming him in his room.
the circus, motor lodge, double queen room, cheap.
And we'll end this torture with this last clip of Dan doing some interesting impressions and sharing his thoughts on clowns.
I like this slogan right here. Life's a circus. Or you can like read it in a scary clown it voice. Life's a circus. Let's play.
You know, I think that voice might be creepier than the real Pennywise voice.
You might be right.
I don't know why people are scared of clowns. I'm not scared of clowns. Let me know if the reason why people have clownophobia.
Actually, Dan, it's called
Coulrophobia.
I think clowns are pretty interesting. Unless when you kind of like twist them up and make them look scary, like in the movie It, but they're just regular people with face paint on.
Clowns are just regular people with face paint on. Who knew?
On a recent stream, conspiracy theorist and e-beggar Stephen Campbell of Not Leaving Las Vegas starts off the night by feeling sorry for himself and trying to guilt his viewers into tipping.
If everyone sent me $1, I'd make $2.50. Nobody's sending anything. I don't know why, but they're not. My audience doesn't support, my audience level, because it's not just me, it's other streamers with my audience age. They don't support as much. Prove me wrong. But I've seen other streamers with the same age demographic, and y'all just don't believe in supporting us streamers, I've figured out. And I've talked to a few people, and we all agree it's the same way. I'm just the one that's ballsy enough to tell you.
I don't know if that's being ballsy or just being a ballsack.
Ballsack. On his travels that night, he comes across some street performers and then makes some passive-aggressive comments about how they're hustling for money.
Yeah! Make some noise for one number one! Hey man, if it works for them, that's good. If they make in their bank, that's good for them. Right? I mean, obviously people love them and they get lots of monies. But they're doing the same show over and over and over and over. That's like too much already, brother. Come on now. I don't have it in me to show you the 20 minutes of soliciting donations and setting up 5 guys out of the audience to give them a $50 bill apiece. But I'm glad they're making their money. I mean, it beats working at McDonald's.
And Steven would know because he used to work at McDonald's until they had to let him go.
Really, for what? After a night of no donations, Steven gave it one more try.
If you guys want to donate after the stream, you guys can always do that. You can go to notleavinglasvegas.com/donate. But send me an email or send me a text. I'd love to hear from you and I will respond. If you use PayPal after the stream, you don't need an account at notleavinglasvegas.com/donate. You don't need an account. You can just send it with a card one time and I'll send you an email back to whatever email you put on file.
You know, I think he'd be better off if he learned how to break dance.
Yeah. We have to watch hundreds of Las Vegas videos and try to find the best content to share with you, our viewers.
You know, but the truth is, many of these videos are so boring that there's only 1 or 2 good parts in the video that's worth showing you guys.
So that's why we created this new segment that highlights the best parts of these otherwise mind-numbing videos.
This is One-Liners. Everyone's sweetheart, and mine, Norma Jelly, released a video where she checked out a new place called Swingers and pretty much summed up her experience with this line.
These are some fun holes.
Coincidentally, that's the old slogan for Sherry's Ranch House.
Huh. Yeah, when I first heard about this place called Swingers, I thought finally the Green Door has some competition.
But much to our disappointment, it turns out this is just an adult miniature golf course.
So sadly, once again, I'm left playing with my own putter and ball. Recently, Jaycation stayed at the Strat with Dad Cation and Uncle Cation.
The beds were pretty comfortable. Me and Dad Cation had to share a bed.
Mike, do you want to take this one?
If you insist. Wonder if they did a little spoon cationing that night.
Who was the big spoon?
Dad. On a recent live stream, future cult leader Boer Frederick was confused and frustrated by why people would pay for streaming services, but not his own personal website.
Okay, fuck it, I'll say it. I provide more value than Netflix does. What does Netflix do for you? You know, does Netflix tell you I love you like I tell you I love you during all my live streams? Hell no.
Well, he does have a point. Netflix never tells me that it loves me. But on the other hand, Squid Games too.
Hey, thanks for watching. And make sure you grab that subscribe button like a hippie grabbing Bob Dingo's camera.
And make sure you have your notifications on because we'll be trolling the Vegas Strip live December 15th through the 18th.
That's right. And remember, if you can't make fun of yourself, we'll do it for you.
You've been trolled, have a nice day.